Hi, I'm Dave Whittleton, your life and leadership coach. Today, I want to talk about being your most authentic self. I work with clients to become their authentic self and pull the rest of their life out of the closet. That closet being whatever is holding them back and causing them to not live authentically. I grew up in a somewhat conservative Christian family and went to church from the day I was born. I wanted to be accepted and fit in and thought I would be able to serve in the church my whole life. I went to Bible college, got engaged to be married, and deep down wanted to have a family. All the while, I was wearing a mask. I knew I was different. So I wore the mask to try to be someone else. It took me several years to realize I needed to remove the mask and be my authentic self, a gay man. I want to share with you why living behind a mask can be a dangerous thing to do and give you 5 ways to be your more authentic self in your daily life. So let's jump right in. I want to start with a quote by Brené Brown, who says, "Authenticity is not something we have or don't have. It is a practice, a conscious choice of how we want to live. Authenticity is a collection of choices that we have to make every day. It's about the choice to show up and be real, the choice to be honest, the choice to let our true selves be seen." As we dive into understanding being our authentic self, we need to get really clear on what authenticity is and isn't. It is a practice. It is not a state of being. It is vulnerable and doesn't always feel good in the moment. It is not about telling everyone every last detail about ourselves. It is tied to our values and not always to the emotion of the moment. It is harder in some environments. It doesn't look the same for everyone. I really wish there was a checklist for practicing authenticity because I want to know exactly what it looks and sounds like. I want to know if I'm doing it right. But there is no checklist or right way to do it. So why be authentic? Well, I'm convinced of 2 things. First is we all desire to be more authentic in our lives. And second, we give up because this whole getting to know ourselves thing is damn hard work. But it's the most important work we'll ever do. Authenticity is the ability to share the deepest and truest part of ourselves with other people. And it begins with knowing who we are and what we believe. We're told that we need to be ourselves, but how many people really know what that means? When we open the door for us to be seen and not worry so much about how we are perceived, it starts to build a foundation for inner strength. Hey, it's not easy to let our guard down. It takes lots of courage and strength for us to open up and show our vulnerable side to people. But I've learned when others see the real us, our authentic selves, when you can show your vulnerability, that you can develop deep relationships. And with every personal exchange and interaction, we have the opportunity to be authentic. So the first way to do this is through self-awareness. Authenticity is not something you have, but it's a goal. It's something you pursue, part of the painful learning experience of being human. It's intrinsically tricky due to the social pressures to live inauthentically. So reflect on who you are and who you want to become. And most importantly, what you don't want to be. Clarity drives action. The second thing is to recognize the mask that you wear. You are human. You are not the only one wearing masks. Being authentic is anything but easy. Wearing a mask is not always negative. Sometimes it's how we adapt to uninviting places. Take the workplace, for example. Most companies don't want employees to bring their souls to work. However, Most masks can be avoided, like faking who you are in social media. When you are under pressure, how do you react? Reflect each day on the masks you wear and why. But most importantly, don't confuse the mask with who you are. Don't let the characters you play take over your identity. The third thing is to embrace vulnerability. We wear masks to hide who we are. Are you afraid of what others will think of you? Or are you your hardest critic? Being authentic is accepting that you are not flawless. You have doubts, you make mistakes, and are afraid of showing your real emotions. You are only human, just like me and the rest of the world. But authenticity is not about being perfect, but being true to yourself. Don't take yourself too seriously. Think of your life as a prototype. You are always adjusting and making changes, but it's anything but finished, so have fun. When you can laugh about your flaws, you will stop worrying when someone else makes fun of you. The fourth thing is don't filter, just be. Being present is hard. We live in an era of distractions. Checking the screen of your phone when your friend is sharing something personal is not only rude, but you are detaching yourself from the situation. Not being present is as inauthentic as hiding your own feelings. What are you afraid of? What's the worst thing that can happen? Learn to follow your instincts. Embrace improvisation. Explore an unfiltered version of yourself. Overcome self-doubt to unleash your true self. And last, accept feedback as a gift. The masks that other people wear in front of you say a lot about your authenticity. When you are genuine, you encourage others to be so too. If you hide your feelings or pretend to be someone you are not, don't expect others to be honest with you. People are mirrors that reflect your blind spots. Listening to what others tell you or how they behave in your presence will help you reflect on your authentic self. Trying to please others is anything but genuine. Others can make you aware of the masks you wear, but what you do about it is up to you. So give yourself permission to change. Being authentic doesn't mean being static. Your interests change through time, so should your identity. Changing your mind is okay. But don't get stuck in your own story. It's not about who you are, but who you become that matters. Your identity is not fixed, and it's not just what you inherited. Your personal decisions shape who you are. And when you stick to who you are, your identity becomes a fortress rather than something that sets you free. Nothing lasts forever, so embrace a maybe mindset and accept the challenge of being your authentic self in a new world. If you'd like to know more about being your authentic self, I would love to chat with you. You can go to my website, www.whittletonconsulting.com, and sign up for a complimentary breakthrough strategy session. I'd love to see if we're a good fit, how we can work together, and maybe even give you some coaching along the way. I look forward to speaking with you soon. And until next time, I hope you have a great day.